What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing an update video for 3 of our popular community coins, and I'm sure from the title, or not the title, sorry, the thumbnail, you know what we're going to be talking about. So let's dive into it. Let's talk about what is happening with these coins, why the prices are going down, and we're going to be talking about the future and potential of these projects going forward. Let's get straight into the video, guys. I hope you're all doing well. So the first project we're going to be covering today is Tectum. I'm still very bullish on this project. Yes, I did sell because I wanted to buy back lower, all right, and guess what? I'm back in. So, yeah, I'm very bullish on Tectum moving forward. We're going to be going into why this was dumping, and it's pretty obvious why this was dumping. However, you know, it's not as obvious as you'd think. It's a combination of a few different things. But before we get into it, we're currently sitting at a much higher $54 million market cap with 75% of our coins in circulation. We have around $1 million in volume. That's just under 2% of our circulating supply. Sorry, our market cap flowing in and out over those last 24 hours. I always get that wrong. We are built on top of Ethereum, and this is the fastest layer 1 blockchain in the world. Let's get into what Tectum is, and we'll talk about why this was dumping. So Tectum, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fastest blockchain in the world. I'm not going to be going too in-depth because I literally have about 1.5 million videos on this, going right in depth into what the project is. I'm going to cover the basic fundamentals for those who are new. However, after this video finishes, if you're not familiar with the project, make sure you go check out those. So Tectum, the world's fastest blockchain, currently reaching, I believe it's around 3.5 million transactions per second, which is just unbelievable. Yes, they are a layer 1 and a foundation, but they're also a scaling project. You are able to send cryptocurrency cash from one person to another at the speed of light, utilizing the Tectum blockchain. So Tectum is the blockchain and Softnote is the product. There's a few different use cases for this, such as solutions for businesses. One big thing is if you are a business, you can accept cryptocurrency-based soft notes for your store or your business or your company, whatever you're doing, and accept crypto with Tectum. The benefits of this is it's feeless, it's gasless, and it's also transactionless, so it's a handover of wallet ownership, not an actual transaction taking place. So it is the cheapest alternative to actually sending cryptocurrency. But in saying that, the Softnote sends at the speed of light, so you can accept payments in cryptocurrency from anyone across the globe. Like that. For a more in-depth guide, make sure you go check out those previous videos. But in those previous videos, obviously we have had a much bigger step up from our 1.2 million transactions per second that we used to be able to facilitate. But now we've just absolutely smashed that and just become the world's fastest blockchain by over 10-fold. So yeah, we can see how it really compares to our other blockchains out there. Let's quickly discuss, or not quickly, sorry, let's go into and discuss why Tectum dumped. Because, you know, a lot of people are freaking out about it. A lot of people have big bags in Tectum. The main reason why Tectum dumped was due to this article. It's quite an old one, July 2022, so it's been around for quite a while. This is a very biased article on why Tectum is a scam, and it started circulating once the price started dumping. Coincidentally, that is how you manipulate a market. I mean, it's not conventional market manipulation. However, this caught wildfire and just started spreading across the board. Then all of a sudden, you've got thousands of people who are invested in Tectum saying, oh, I read this article. It could be a potential scam. They're telling all their friends are getting out, getting scared, telling their friends, and that's how we get this natural organic growth to the downside. How can I tell this article is biased? Well, if you've been watching the presidential election, you'll know that, you know, it's pretty easy to spot a biased news article or a biased news team or something like that. It's all to do with the title and the little hints that are left in the actual article. Like, say, for example, if you throw a 300% Ponzi scheme in big bold letters at the title of a project or title of an article, sorry, it's obviously going to scare people. And this did scare people. You know, I think this review is quite ridiculous because, sure, he has used a bit of evidence, like, say, for example, David Track, the only name I recognize. So, say, for example, he's checked out every single team member, and this is the only bad thing he could find about the team was David Track had a bad, you know, launch in 2011 with one of his companies. Sure, it's not ideal, but, you know, that's 2011. I mean, that's when Justin Bieber was popular. Let's be honest. Like, those days are gone. Also, I mean, he's had a go at this dude about apparently this guy is the CEO of Chris Mind, which is Tectum's over-governing team. I mean, he's not the CEO of Tectum, and they're talking about how he's also apparently running Tectum. I mean, Chris Mind is Chris Mind. Tectum is Tectum. Sean is the CEO of Tectum. Alex is the CEO of Crisp Mind. So people need to understand this. They're two completely different companies. I don't know why this is even in the article. However, he is at the bottom of the team list, so apparently that's a bad thing. So that is the main reason why Tectum dumped. Now, you may be wondering, yes, I did not see that article. Well, you don't have to see that article because the person that told the person that told the person that told you saw that article, and they made up their mind, and they kept sharing that down the chain. So That is how natural organic growth occurs. This is how you snag meme coins early. I know that's a bit off subject, but organic growth is scary because when it's going down, it goes down very, very quickly. But when it goes up parabolically. So that's just something to bear in mind. The other thing that caused Tectum to start dumping was that token inflation. Sure, there hasn't been as much, but the fear of the token inflation is enough to push the price down. Now, major hits happened over here. Not really bad, but you can see we're holding a $7 floor, a lot lower than we were holding an $11 floor at a $40 to $50 million market cap, compared to being a $55 million market cap right now. So, yeah, that's another reason why we were dumping. That token inflation. I mean, we've got more coins in circulation now, guys, and that is going to be a lot better for a more healthier price action. We can already see we've taken this top. All right, oops, there we go. We've already taken this top, shifted structure, come back into this, most likely going to be an FVG or something, or, high institutional demand area. And we're going to start seeing that push to the upside because Bitcoin is looking very, very, very good at the moment. So that is Tectum, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to be worried about. If you sold your bags on the downside, don't worry. I mean, that happens. We all learnt a lot of things, all right, over the last year, 2 years. So it's all good. Let's get back to it. Let's get on to our second coin. The next project we're going to be covering is AGI. Now, it's a little bit different to Tectum. It's not to do with the token inflation. It's not to do with any articles that I've read or any articles that have been, passed down the chain. It's more just to do with the natural bias of the market and the natural thinking behind the market. So, a lot of people were in profit on on AGI. A lot of people were in profit on AGI, and obviously people take profit in this game and got out. Now, what do we get when we start seeing a few red candles? All the Jeets come out. People start selling. People start running for the hills. And unfortunately, it just took AGI by storm. This happens all the time. It happened with Solidus. It's happened with Ator multiple times. It happened again. It's happened with Qorpo. It's happened with a lot of projects. And it's going to continue to happen because guess what? This is crypto. Is this going to recover? Well, we can see we are starting to slowly push out of our downtrend, and it's looking like we want to shift that structure to the upside. Sure, we haven't got a strong shift yet. However, we haven't got a strong shift in many projects. We'll go into Solidus, and I'll show you the quick chart on there. There we go. If we have a look at the chart, we haven't got a strong shift in bias yet because what's just happened? Well, we've just had earnings and we've just had NVIDIA drop, and NVIDIA is the biggest catalyst for the AI game this cycle. So obviously there's going to be a little bit of a halt there. It's just the market at the moment. It's a very hit and miss market. What we're most likely going to be seeing is Bitcoin having an absolute run of going on an absolute tear. We're going to see Bitcoin start to go sideways for a bit. And then we'll see, as we always do, with a 1 to 2 week delay, our altcoins start to catch up. So what happened to AGI? The market happened to AGI. It's just what happens, guys. I mean, a lot of you are wondering, why is this dumping? Why is that dumping? It's because we're investing in low cap, extremely volatile, high risk coins that could go to zero. I mean, people take their profits in this game. We just have to be openly aware of that, and we have to know what is going on. All right. Also, our circulating supply has increased from what it was. Our team has locked their tokens for an extra 2 years. So that is also going to be very good. They'll be coming out in 2026. So that is great to see. But apart from that, yeah, it just got taken by the market, and unfortunately, the price suffered very dramatically from that. But the good thing about AI is all we need is a good NVIDIA earnings or a good bullish catalyst, and these are going to rocket. There is another thing I quickly want to cover, but before we do that, we need to talk about what AGI is, and I'll give a quick, brief 30-second rundown on the project because I have made quite a few videos on this in the past. But basically, AGI is creating AI models or AI agents, and these AI agents will have specific functions for specific industries, specific tasks to help people out in certain things, etc. So the first one's going to be Lucy. She's an all-in crypto AI bot or a crypto AI agent that can help you with anything investing, whether it's actually investing money for you or analyzing market trends, to things such as just being a general crypto chatbot, and we're going to be seeing much more of these agents coming in the future. But the one thing I want to talk about is Delysium is not going to be having their gaming project anymore. This has fallen off the radar, it hasn't been spoken about in a while, and yes, so they pretty much terminated that. All we're going to be seeing from Delysium is their AI agents, which it's a hotter narrative, but Obviously, missing out on that dual narrative exposure is a little bit how you're going, and it can create a bit of FUD, but this isn't the reason why AGI purely dumped. All right, we're still in a very hot narrative, and I'm still very bullish on this going forward. Let's get on to our third coin. So the third project we're going to be talking about is Qorpo, currently sitting at a $7 million market cap with $200,000 in volume. That's around 0.75% of our market cap flowing in and out over those last 24 hours. Obviously, a lot less in circulation, around 10 to 12% it looks like. That's on the spot maths. I'm sorry if that's a little bit wrong. But look at that. We're absolutely floored at the moment. We have pretty much gone, we're on our way to zero. No, we're not. We're not on our way to zero. Don't worry. What is going on? This happens all the time. This happened with Casper. This happened with Tectum. This happened with, this has happened with so many projects. So what is Qorpo? We'll just do a brief coverage. It's not a very overly complex project, but it's nice and easy to follow. And I can see this doing very well. They are a gaming project, so they're providing a gaming ecosystem that gamers can, essentially migrate over to Web3 and start playing cryptocurrency-based games. These provide a few different benefits, and Qorpo are providing a few different benefits, such as their in-game marketplace and in-game economy. This is going to be one of the biggest things we see with cryptocurrency and Web3 adoption in the gaming space is the introduction of true, TRUE in-game currencies. All right, we're going to see a lot more coming out for Qorpo in the future. Jump into their project and have a look into it if you want to get a better in-depth guide on what they do, or check out my previous video on this. But their roadmap's good, and ultimately I am bullish on this moving forward. Why did we dump? Well, similar to AGI, the market just caught a hold of it, right? That's all that happened. The market got the best of this project. They launched at the wrong time. They launched too close to the top, and we just got absolutely slaughtered in the price. That is what is going on in crypto, guys. At its entirety, the market was just wrong, all right? The market wasn't right for holders. The time to sell was the halving, and we look back now and we see, all right, yeah, but there's nothing we can do about it now. All we can do is get into the correct projects now and time the next top to fully get out of the market, because I seriously think we probably only got one more leg left in the tank, guys. That is what I'm thinking now. So what happened with all these projects is simply the market got the better of them, and the bears won for now. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll see you in the next one.